Imagine this. A guy who spent years dodging whispers and dirty looks from nosy neighbors finally snaps. Not with fists, but with a keyboard and a smirk. All because some self-appointed HOA kingpin decided a harmless bench was a threat to community aesthetics. And oh boy, does the payback come slow, sweet, and loaded with irony that'll have you chuckling through clenched teeth. There he was, Raymond Stokes, HOA president extraordinaire, strutting up my driveway like he was the mayor of suburbia hell. Hands clasped behind his back, chin up, clipboard dangling like a scepter. "Remove it," he barked. Eyes locked on the stone bench I just installed under the old oak tree in my front yard. My wife, Sarah, was perched there, 7 months pregnant, her face pale from the high-risk nonsense our doctor had warned us about. She needed that spot, flat ground, no steps, just fresh air without the drama. But Raymond? He glanced at her belly like it was a weed in his perfect lawn. "Unapproved alteration to visual frontage," he recited, voice dripping with that fake politeness HOA types love. "You've got 72 hours or fines start piling up, retroactive, of course." I didn't flinch. "That bench is on my property, Raymond. I measured it myself with a laser level. Not a toe over the line." His smirk flickered, just for a split second, like a glitch in his power trip matrix. Oh, if only he knew what was coming. "You see, I'm Alex Harlan, and I've been the neighborhood's quiet ghost for years. Moved here after a nasty divorce rumor mill painted me as the unstable ex who supposedly trashed my old place. Total BS, but whispers stick in places like Oak Ridge Estates. I kept my head down, fixed up the house, installed some basic security cams. Legal, no audio, just motion alerts. Worked remote in IT security, hardening networks against hackers for Big Core. But that bench? It was for Sarah. After last year's miscarriage, the kind that leaves you staring at empty nursery walls, we needed something simple, grounding. The oak was her grandpa's planting from when this was all fields. I set the bench carefully, stone pads over roots so it wouldn't wobble. Doctor's orders, zero stress. I even killed her socials, got her those fancy noise cancelers. 15 minutes of sun a day, that's all. Until Raymond decided it offended his uniformity standards. He paced the edge, sniffing like a bloodhound. "We've upgraded security, you know. New firm watching for irregularities. Especially with those cameras of yours." Ah, there it was, the real beef. My cams caught a few of his patrols lurking. "All compliant, Ray. State Code 47.2. He chuckled, low and smug. "I'll decide that." I almost snorted. "No, buddy, the law will." He waved me off, crunching away on gravel. Sarah's breath shook beside me. But me? I was already plotting. Back inside, Sarah sank into the couch, hand on her bump. "I'm sorry," she murmured. "For what?" Breathing air. I pressed my palm to her back. "You're not the problem here." She managed a weak smile. "I just feel like a target." "You're the heart of this house," I said, kissing her forehead. I'd memorized the HOA charter the day we closed, easements, clauses, the works. Stashed it in an encrypted drive. Knew the local judge, too. I'd consulted on her office's firewall once. Raymond's mistake? Thinking I was just another pushover. That bench wasn't decor. It was our line in the sand, and he'd just kicked dirt over it. Next morning, I sipped coffee at the window, watching the facade crack. Neighbors watered identical shrubs, jogged with matching earbuds, waved from SUVs like robots in a commercial. But peel back the polish. 3 doors down, old Mrs. Fletcher's flower pots vanished, replaced by bare mulch and a flapping violation flag. Across the street, Tom Grady's barbecue grill was shoved into his garage. No more weekend smokes. His loud laughs at block parties? Silenced 2 months back after a noise ticket. Oak Ridge didn't enforce rules. It wielded them like scalpels, slicing away anything deviant. It started sneaky. Notes in mailboxes about updated guidelines slipped in during holidays. Newbies like us got hit first. Veterans hunkered down, mortgages chaining them silent. Raymond's daily loops with his tablet? Not strolls, hunts. He'd peer through windows, noting bird feeders or unapproved paint shades. I fired up the neighborhood app. Bam! New alert. Reminder. No unauthorized items in view corridors. Photo attached. Our bench. Zoomed on Sarah's head from the sidewalk. Anonymous but obvious. Comments flooded. Cute. But rules keep values high. HOA. Helping others align. One gem. Enforce or entropy wins. I scrolled, fuming. Then, why no vote on the new security goons? From Dana Mills, HOA treasurer. Pulse quickened. She'd been mute at the last meeting. Bookmarked. That evening, Sarah lounged inside. Feet up. No bench today. Don't want to stir the pot, she whispered. You're not the stirrer, I shot back. He's turning this place into a gated gulag. Her laugh was faint. After she dozed, I dove into meeting minutes on the portal, stale since spring. Yet patrols roamed. Cams popped up at mailboxes. Tickets flew. Charter check. Contracts over $5,000 need majority vote. No vote logged. Vendor. Sentinel Watch Security. Quick search. Their premium package, with patrols and feeds, doubled the threshold. No transparency. Board overreach classic. Morning coffee view. Neighbor Mrs. Patel wrestling trash cans behind approved screens, hands trembling. She'd complimented Sarah's bench last week. Reminds me of my pregnancies. Then got slapped with a clutter fine for her ancient porch swing. Coincidence? They craved silence, compliance, fear. I walked the block, charter clipped to a board like a shield. Folks averted eyes, parked deeper. Tom nodded but clammed up, glancing at my weapon. At the bulletin board, laminated flyer, unpermitted eyesores tank values. Cracked bench graphic. Ripped it down, no rule against that. Spotted Dana at the park coffee cart, clutching her cup like a grenade. Eyes darting, shoulders hunched. I queued up casual. Ordered chamomile for Sarah. Black for me. Sidled over. Saw your post, I said low. She jolted. Which? The vote one. The phantom one. She scanned around. Didn't name drop. Didn't need to. Sigh. You recording? Nope. Doesn't matter, he'd know. Raymond. Nod. Sip wince. Scalding. Pushing urgent spends. Skipping votes. Calls pilots. Since when? March. Logged it quiet, but they lock drafts. Clarity, he says. Control, more like. Knew about Sentinel? Yeah. Stayed mum. Eyes cracked. Challenge him? Pool ban, fake fines, leak your dues. Got kids, no cash cushion. Nod. Patrol SUV cruised by. She gripped harder. Tried raising it. Mic cut. Ledger access? Lips twitched. Never logged out. Hung heavy. Dana, they harassed Sarah. Pregnant. High risk. Bench her safe spot. He circled her with goons. Jaw twitch. Didn't share that. Needed to. Head shake. Air shifted, alliance brewing. Log offsite. Slow nod. Not a warrior, Alex. Just stop shielding him. Thumb tap tap. Budget meet next week. Private. More patrols. Vandalism spike. None exists. Entrenchment. She ditched cup, paused. If I vanish, check February prelim ledger. Downloaded secret. Gone. The letter slithered in unmarked. Pending suit. Non-compliant cams. Violation spiel, privacy threats. Hollow but menacing. Sarah over my shoulder. Scare tactic. Dismantling our shield. Office check. Servers pinging, backup solid. Cams clean. But intimidation thrives on noise, not facts. Noon. SUV idled. Engine thrumming our floors. I porch stepped. It inched forward. Engine off. Clipboard guy sauntered up. I'd everything but bench. Follow-up inspect. Pre-hearing. Routine pre-enforce. Refuse escalates? Yup. Logging you. He glanced camward. Policy. State law trumps. Private record, no privacy expect. Scribble, retreat. Driver yelled. Keeping your fam safe. Drove off. Sarah emerged, hands cradling. No stopping. Nah. Then I'm sitting out. Sun high. She claimed bench, defiant. I monitored. Neighbors scurried. SUV slowed, window down, phone snap. Footage saved, triple-backed. Evening upload. 12-minute menace montage. Drafted compliance notice, codes, precedents. CC'd counsel. Not for reading, for record. Sleepless night. Engine echoes, wind creaks. Sarah couch slept, protective curl. Dawn. Logs showed 3 passes. Prepped mirror sight, timeline for neighbors. Title. How a bench broke the bully. Placeholder. Control via silence. We shatter it. By morning, sealed drives ready. 1 to clerk, 1 to ex-colleague forensic whiz, 1 to old-timer vet neighbor Bert. Rib-crushing shake. Legal. Yup. Bad. Worse. He pocketed. Home. Added changelog. Ping masked IP probe from Miami, traced to Sentinel shell. Logged breach. Printed maps, patterns. Sarah folded packets while tea-sipping. Envelopes to Dana. Tom. Mrs. Fletcher, no notes. Dropped stealthy. Spotted SUV parked. New driver. Routine. Submitting yours to court. Blink. What? GPS pings noted. Street only. Window up. Inside. Sarah benched. Serene. Calendar. Days to meet. Data live. Quiet no more. Notice hit portal late. Closed session. Board only. Box out ploy. But judge's eyes on. Logs. Her node active. Text from Dana. Late. Stalling. Then. Sentinel rep. Unapproved. Triggers fired. Sync violations to court. Sarah entered. Left note on bench. Fetch later. Weird. Safer out than in protective meetings. Sad yeah. Logs. Meeting Wi-Fi probe. Flagged interference. 6:42 end. Dana at door. Motion sans quorum. Double budget. Night watches. Emergency. Objections. Zip. Thinks over. Thinks we're cowed. Folder. Hidden agenda. Restrain Alex. Hostile cams. Too late, evidence stacked. Yard, note. Don't blink. Boardroom fluorescence buzzed sterile. No frills, just table, chairs, screen. Public now, per injunction. Arrived early. Sarah home. BP spiking. Room filled wary. Tom wall leaning. Mrs. Fletcher purse clutching. News crew set up, leak magic. Hands steady. Raymond late. Sentinel flanks. Faltered at crowd. Judge liaison. Podium. Item 1. Enforcement tweaks. Screen lit. Freeze frame Sarah. Guard advancing. Gasps. Spin. Unauthorized display. Judicial link. Approved. Footage rolled. Patrols. Threats. Arm reach. Liaison rose. Patricia Sloan. Oversight. Verified for review. Raymond cracked. Internal. Public safety. Dana forward. Dual ledgers. Falsified. No vote on Sentinel. Shout. Legal. No. Raymond. Smear. Tom. You smeared trust. Suspension notice. Unauthorized. Manipulation. Harassment. Reps bailed. I offed projector. No fear now. Cams point right. Bench stayed, per permanent order. Ruling. Violations galore. Raymond barred 5 years. Sentinel voided. Investigated. Win. Quiet thaw. Board overseen. Dana interim. Neighbors revived. Pots out. Parties back. Sculptures unveiled. No flyers, no lurks. Sarah bench daily. Oak shading. Plaque. For the peace claimed. Silence defied. Servers checked weekly. Public site. Bench to boundary. Stories poured. Viral buzz. Raymond thought enforcement ruled. Wrong records, truth, connections do. He bet on silence, we documented. So, was the bench ever the real violation, or just the ego of a HOA tyrant who couldn't stand not being the boss? Drop your take below. Who's the true villain in these neighborhood nightmares?